8:58 a.m. on the 28th day, 8th month, 2022, and this is Rob D coming to you from the Midlands of England. And here it comes. What I'm looking at now is roughly 24 hours from now. This is where it's going to come across. Right, my concern for today is cans, which I'll call Cairns, because I think AIR should be pronounced as the word air. Yeah, that's right. I'm going there. So, anyways, with all funniness aside, this is a very, very serious broadcast, and I'm doing it with a very heavy heart. I've covered far too many of these geostorms over the past year, and I've watched too many people's lives disrupted. And I watched them because I see the films. So I'm rolling what they're planning to do today, and this is on the ECA mother weather fuckers down here. Okay, heavy, heavy lightning as I predicted. And I predicted all this when I kept saying my forecast was accurate. Look at the line from here to here. Your entire country. Yeah, those are surfing spots. I thought I'd leave you fun up there. Why? Because, my gosh, there has to be some good news amongst the bad. My God, look at that line of storms coming across New South Wales into Vic. And as it comes in, it expanded up into a plus 2,000 mile line, over 200, probably every bit of 200 miles wide. Impact of storms. There will be tornadic, there will be heavy hail, there will be damaging winds, there will be flash flooding, unlike in these flatlands that you have not seen in many years. You know, they designed Queensland's houses on stilts for a reason, but this is beyond reason. This has gone on. When this diversion split here happens, there's a lot of dynamics that are going to change. That's when this is going to whip around because it no longer is carrying that strand with it, and it allows its momentum to snap back. Kind of like when you got one of those skating peoples and they're all in a line, one on the end. If you break that line in half, the center's going to spin faster, right? Or the top. It's hard to explain right now without using my hands. But look at this plan. Now you're talking we're two days nearly away, and this rain has not stopped. 48 hours of torrential raining. It's got to go somewhere. It's got to go somewhere. This is very, very, very bad. And you're going to get another punch coming after this. This flow from the tropics can be sent down with an EMF pulse at any time, and I'm not trusting these numbers at all. So let's just concern ourselves with the next 48 hours. Okay, the next 48 hours, once you get through that, you'll see what develops next, because the EMF on this and the planned flooding of this area to here is being hidden. I've been seeing varying statistics on this, the accumulations. Okay, but one thing that has remained incredibly clear is this area here, and I gave you guys ample warning to get out, is now under siege over the next 24 hours. Now look, here's your rain has started. Okay, then within 24 hours, some of you got it even heavier than this. Was it Axis or Icon? Had you really high. Over the next 2 days, it's going to get heavier and heavier. Yeah, look, even ECMF says higher. Right, they'll only give you 3 days, so we'll go Axis, and then give me a 2 or Icon. Right, over the 2 days. Hey, they're not always the most accurate, actually, I gotta say. They're not showing much even nothing for Cairns, right? So somebody's lying to you. So what will they say? Well, wouldn't he be able to say, well, we told you, because they gave you 5 different variables of how much moisture is going. This is a bad, bad event. And if when the water gets up in these mountains, it's going to go somewhere. It's going to go that side, that side, that side, and it's going to fill various streams. And as this other rains are already filled these streams, this is going to be a flooding event. There's no way it's not. This is a very, very, very dangerous event. And don't believe the numbers. I ain't. I ain't believing the numbers at all. Because I seen an original, see if I can pull this up. I might be able to find it. I seen original estimates down all the way from here through here that were in 300 mil range. Nothing to show here, huh? It's kind of what seems to happen. Huh? Wasn't that funny? Nothing to show here. My gosh, you can't plan some things. They didn't like me showing it, I guess. They, who hides our feeds? Is this even going still? Let me check. Yes. Okay, let's have a good look at Karen's now. Okay, what's going on today? Now your whole everything is looking bad. The whole amount of moisture hitting over even the next 5 days for your entire nation is a sweat unlike anything I've ever seen. Have you seen anything like this, Australia, before? I know you haven't. Look at your 10-day totals. Total inundation of your entire nation. The inundation of a nation by geoengineers is not good. There's nowhere for this water to go. It's everywhere. Your soils are absolutely saturated. Some people say, well, there's the yards along this path where that little white dot is are all squishy. Yeah, and you're going to get a pile of rain and winds through here. This is going to be bad. And I don't agree that they're telling you the truth about what this moisture here is about to do. Because all I got to do is one EMF move, like I showed you before, funnels out this way, right? And then narrows its beam, and it's like squeezing a pastry bag. It's got to come out the end. Right? Maybe you understand a pastry bag. People love whipped cream and stuff and icing. Well, this is not the icing on the cake. That's for fucking sure. This is not let them eat cake. This is destroy the food supply. This is make sure they can't plant nothing. Nothing. Look at the totals here around Charleville. Look at this shit that they're showing over a 10-day period. This has got to go somewhere. All this water's got to run somewhere. And the water from here, we all know where that goes. It goes here. And look at the Nimbin. They're in Kyogle area here. Look at the totals they're talking. We know they try to burn out Wooden Barn. Right? We know they want a path through here for their trains. We know this. The Clara Smart City Plan clearly said that. And they have the high-speed rail. Go look it up. It's a corporation that's in charge of putting in your new smart cities for a smarter, build back better society. Well, I don't think it's a build back better if you got to destroy so much of what mattered to everybody. All this runoff's going to go out to sea. Look at these totals over the 10 days. They planning something big on y'all. Something big. Because all this water's running somewhere. And I don't agree with these numbers because I showed you earlier this week that very, very, very briefly they showed the truth and took it down in a video. Watch my other video. Nothing to show here. See what's happening? Feeling a bit censored myself. That was weird, huh? Dun dun dun. Busted. Well, go look at my other video where it says Wendy's lying, and you'll see my... Yeah, you see where all these rivers meet? You see where all that goes? Uh-huh. Ralph Cramden used to say to the moon, well, your government says flood you to the roof. This is bad. This is Nimbin. These are bottomlands down here. This is bad. Oh, gosh. I love that place. Some beautiful healers there. Mercy on them. Fucking hell. This is bad. I'm sorry. I'm getting upset again. Why is it always places I seen? Even Ballina down here, which I'll always call Bellina because I think it's funny. Yeah. We can have endless laughters about something, but you know, on the bright side, surf's up. Surf's up. There you go. Surf's up. Why, baby, they will sell a seawall for here to protect your harbors. They'll sell one there. And I do see the sale of those going on and flooding you up through the river. Things like this are going to be necessary, aren't they? For the global warming they're creating, the climate that they change themselves with geoengineering. At least there's some surf to be had. But these areas are of grave concern to me. You have plenty of warning, and I will, as always, keep an eye on it. But look at this tendril of moisture that can swing north and south at any time. Maroochydore. And maybe that rare pipe's going to form out there, Steve. Oh, man, this is all flatlands. This is going to be bad. Very, very, very dangerous situation coming. Very, very dangerous. Matter of fact, if you're along this SWAT line here and you can go visit somebody and or get up to a higher ground area to save your stuff, you might want to consider doing that. Or own nothing and be happy. Because you own nothing when it's swept away, isn't it? You'll own nothing. You're going to be very sad when that happens. But when they give you a slice of bread, you'll be happy. Over the Mumba gas fields, do they need some more water? My God, this is going to be really bad. It's very disruptive. This means totally disruptive of your trade. Be very careful on these roads, folks. Be very, 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 very careful. Let's see the accumulated winds. Yeah, it will be very windy through here. There has to be a big feed. Look at this up here. So, right, we haven't really shown you what's going to go on your coast over there, Perth. So, I'll get to you now. This is so hard to do. It is. Day in, day out. Well, let's see the weather plan. Well, you're looking out of the woods at least. Till then, all at once in this 5-day period, a copping of Geraldton, and that's when they're going to bring the next round into here and continue flooding you out. This is not over. This weather event's ongoing. I told you, this isn't like anything you have ever seen. And the Northern Territory's not looking too good either. And Alice Springs, I imagine, will be quite actively EMFing up this storm because they're a bunch of EMFers. Yeah. See you in the NT, Alice Springs. And this is bad. I'm really worried for this area. Again. Port Douglas, Innisfail. They never fail to fucking include you in their storm. See how it doesn't increase anymore? So you're all getting it now. All yours is coming within this 3-day period, really. What's going on? Right, well, let's go see what's going to happen now. All right, since you're the object of my preposition, I propose the geoengineering, and let's look at your forecast. Particle animation on. Nothing to show here. I mean, really. Tell about them not want. They changed it like immediately after I took the quick shots of it, and by the time I could show you guys it live, it was gone, man, gone. And every time I just showed it to you now, nothing to show here. That's weird. And here come the big storms coming in, racing on in, fueled by the Mount Isa radar. Bzz, bzz, bzz. It'll be frying, frying, frying. If they're frying, something's dying. You wouldn't want to stand in front of one of those things, that's for sure. Oh, wait a minute, you already are. You already are. Here we go to another day. It's a dissipation of the rain here as it triggers in the move south. And it comes across the border. And they're off. There's no COVID check for that, is it? No swabbing. Away it goes, and they're off. A 500-plus mile long batch of thunderstorms. Oh, wait, now it is nucleated into 2,000-plus miles of, oh, my fucking God, would you look at the kill? The geoengineers must be trying to kill you, I think. They want to relocate you into dumbed-down cities that they say are so smart. Who's it smart for? Only you can answer that question. Has your smartphone made you any smarter? Or has it stolen your time and made you a dumbed-down idiot so addicted to the bling-bling, like endorphin release that you can't see your hand holding the phone as being real anymore? Or the reflection of your sky showing you the jet planes doing this kind of shit? Look at this coming across the Carpentaria area. Not going to be very good for the sugar crop that they're trying to harvest and burning off. You won't be able to get them tractors in the field, but hey, you bought all the stuff along the way to grow it. Yay, corporation made money. Boo, we want something natural. Fucking now this shit is just horrendous. I've been watching this storm being planned for a week. I've been telling you all to build your ark. Have you got it? Are you aware? Are you ready? Are you knowledgeable? Got a boat? Hey, I think investment in one of those Florida airboats might be, from the Everglades might be appropriate. It would be a good way to get around Queensland next week. Look at this big cell going across the NT there. That's a rotator. You can see it. They're hitting it on the south and the north. So that'll be a very bad batch of storms coming through there in about 48 hours. 48 hours. And then the next batch is coming in, and here it comes from the Coral Sea. And we're going to move up something up from the bite that really bites. And I could leave you in suspense now because this is when the northern rivers in that area fucking cops it. I told you so. I'll say it. I'm the most accurate weather forecaster in the fucking world. Prove me wrong by my record. Look at the border. They're holding the line there for fucking sure. They're making sure that on Wednesday you ain't going to get up to the state houses. It'll wash all the chalk off, speaking about how the pedophiles there in front of government house in Brizzy. Yeah, I said it. Exposed to 28. If you don't know what that is, hashtag exposed to 28. Look. Go look. And they're off again through the NT. They've already flooded all your streams. And here comes the fucking gully washer. They're going to burst your banks with this one, folks. She's a pisser. She's going to spray all over you, Tennant Creek. Oh, my God. This is going to be fucking bad. And look at that lightning. My God, the indigenous people over there better find some really good cover now. Get underground. Get in a cave. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm not even joking. And make sure it's not low enough to get flooded. Yep. And my people must be safe. Charlieville, there you go. The big storm's coming through. Whammo! Have it, have it, have it. New South Wales, here you go. The old whale going on. While the whales off the coast here are absolutely copping it with the buffeting surf. EMFing. Chem-bombing. Boom! You want to see the boom? I've already got that loaded. It's up here. Right now, I'm wanting to give you your forecast. I'm showing you what's coming. This is what's coming. We're almost a week away now, and they already know they're going to do this to you, and your weather forecasters ain't telling you the honest truth. Why? Because some things they don't want you to see. Some things, watch this. This is shocking me. This is their original weather plan that I pulled up on my screen. And it came up a little while ago. Nothing to see here. Oh, good. Stop doing it. Ha, ha, ha. But it happened earlier. That was interesting. Good. That's what the weather plan was, and they only left that up for a little time, and a whole nother batch coming through. Coming through next week. Here comes a week away. There's your thing for Geraldton they were showing. They already know these are coming. I already knew they were coming because the pressure said so. And the dregs of this get swept over here to Coppin and Auckland again. And to flood out the punch bowl known as Auckland City Center. And it looked like a punch bowl. Yeah, when it fills up with water, there's only one way to go, out to sea. Boy, does it race down there Main Street, near where that spires. Hope it takes that McDonald's out. It's the nastiest bathroom I ever seen in my life. It was disgusting. But hey, what do you expect from a death stick? You want death sticks? I'll show you death sticks. You want to see some death sticks? They're called chemtrails. And they're off. Right. Let's have a look off the coast of Cairns and them over my beautiful Great Barrier Reef, the largest life form on the planet. And maybe it'll clear up a little bit. Definitely something going on over here. Sustained pluming of one area with chem bombings. You could see those little comas in there. It's going to clear up. We're just going to let it roll a minute. A big ass. You don't even say excuse me, do they? How many directions you got going on here? Can I get in a little closer? All right, let's do it. Stop. And stop. That's all we want is for it to stop. Let's get this going on. Wow, let's look at the plumes out here fueling your demise over the next 48 hours. This is the forwards. This is the back. I'm just noticing for a pattern. I notice a square pattern here that doesn't move. That cloud on the low deck ain't dissipating or coming in or anything. It's just there. It's just an energized pocket of EMF. And the center of it looks to be out here, actually. The center of the curves of the pulses. If you had a compass in a piece of paper, could trace this screen, like if you was really that wanting to, or could print this screen out. You can use a compass to find the epicenter of chem bombs and EMF devices. I'm talking one of the compass that you have a pencil on and a point for drawing circles. See the chem bomb deployment here: 1, 2, 3, 4, in an inverted crest formation. If you look north south, boom and a boom, boom. See, I'm gonna go back 10 minutes or so. Here, that's beginning of the feed. The plumes went up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, 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 boom! Went the plume out in the ocean and it's headed towards freaking Australia. You have been chemically attacked off the coast in international waters where the war is on. The war is on, the color is on. There's a big explosion or something over here. Oh my fucking god, that was a bad one. That was a big bad plume. How many directions of the wind do you have flowing here? One going this way. Boom. Big S. Snakes. What a bunch of snakes. Flower of death. See it? Boom, 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 boom. Very typical chem bomb formation. All you got to do is send something out and it does a 6. I know, a natural 6. Insects do it all the time. Just send a couple pellets down, it'll do that. Even if it fell through the atmosphere with a naturally shaped wing of a lifting body, it could do that. A paper airplane can be designed to do that. There you go again. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right off the coast here. Fueling the demise of this area's inundated storms. And they're also predicting for down here. And where does all that water from here go? Does it go through here? I'm very curious. I don't know all your flood catchments, but that's up for you guys to decide. All I can do is show you the gill. Boom, boom, boom went the plume off the coast of Cairns and right over my Great Barrier Reef. You want to see my Great Barrier Reef? I do. I don't want to see it poisoned. I don't want to see the gas chamber over the waters of things that need to drink water to breathe. Well, they don't drink it, they breathe in it. Past their gills and away it goes. And whatever's in that is toxified. Well, look at the square edge to this shit. Come on, that's not a circulation. It's a goddamn mess. It's geoengineered crap, fueling the demise of people. Oh, and a big blackout just happens to be where we need to see. No, maybe a little south. All right, Cairns, where you at? Well, you ain't seeing the reef today, right? Because it would have been... How many days since the reef got its sunlight uninterrupted by man? Been a long time, huh? Uninterrupted. There's a shadow over that from that. Uninterrupted sunlight by man. When did we decide to turn off the light on the Great Barrier Reef? When it delights so many people to know that it's there. Okay, Townsville. And Brisbane, yeah, they ain't let me see you today, Cairns. Well, let's see if we can catch something off the coast, though, because I'm gonna bust their balls today. There's a chem bomb right there. Come on, clear it up. Then you smiley face. Howdy ho. Look like a baseball hat and eyes and a nose. How's your Imaginarium doing? 1, 2, 3 bombs there. You get a big boom, 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 booms there. Not all these are microwave popcorn clouds, as you're finding out. This is a different color than that. This is over the top of that. So, whatever's been deployed here, I can say 2 things. It's got a different mask making up its cloud, and its refraction of the light is different, and it's at a different altitude, right? It's at a higher altitude. So it's catching the sun different. It's casting a shadow. Shadow games. Here's one of those flowers of death right here. Been deployed. See it? They're very distinct. Very, very distinct. The flower of death is the opposite of the flower of life because that causes an extinction by its chemical catalyst being deployed into the great fishbowl we all live in and share together. Don't shit where you eat. My daddy used to tell me that. Son, don't shit where you eat. Just having a quick look. Big square edge to this one here off the coast of This is Harvey Bay where my whales are, so they're getting absolutely fried today. Bzzz, getting fried, Harvey Bay style, serving you up some fish fry today. And that's reef right there, getting fried underneath this massive electromagnetic frequency induced cloud. And a bomb making sure there's chemical catalysts. In a very predictable form, geometric formation. Circle gets a square. Now that's a good old EMF fraying going on over here. Bzzz. Calandra. Look at this shit. Square, square, square. All this stuff. My God. Getting fried, getting fried. Chem bomb here. Boom, boom, boom! Went a plume off the coast. And away went a shadow over some sunlight needing thing. Yes. Sunlight needing thing. You know you're a sunlight needing thing, by the way, in case you ain't figured that out. Warning, warning, warning. Danger, danger, danger. Imminent flooding for this area. Danger, danger. That's what you should be hearing from the news. But you're not. You're not. You get a big massive crap went off here. Bzzz. Pow! Warwick. And that's this area they're planning to do some action. Coughs. Chem bombs, the bombs, they came and took away my skies. And if we keep on breathing this, I know some things will die. And then they turned on the microwave and you fry. Boom, 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 boom. Chem bombs, they took away your skies. Chem bombs. Chem bomb, chem bomb. Is it going to go back and forth still? Oh, yeah, that's big chem bomb. Somebody said they wanted to hear the chem bomb song. I don't know which one you was thinking about. You was thinking about the Eagles. Then forget it. That's only one time in your life you're lucky enough to have the Eagles actually playing in the background while you make fun of them. I mean, while you enhance their music. Uh-huh. Yeah, that was great having Joe Walsh and the boys sing background for me. I'll never forget that. There was a reason, I guess, I had to go down there. My God, look at the deployment over here, over the sugar field. Gee, this sugar tastes funny. Boom, 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 boom. But can you get more obvious? Something shot off 4 things and it went boom all at once. If it was the United States, I'd be doing this nationally. What is this? Dot, 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 dash, dot, 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 dot. You know what it would be? Dot, 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 dash, 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 dot, dot, dot. That's SOS in Morse code. Have you learned Morse code? If you haven't, what is wrong with you? You got to know all sorts of secret communication. You know, so when they put us in our separate cells in the FEMA camps, we could communicate through the wall by tapping our little tin cup. He fucking went there, man, because smart cities that have people in them that are too smart end up with people in jail. How many directions of the wind you got going here? I gotta keep focusing on this one here. A little focusing. Maybe that's what people need, to have a drop of something in their drink instead of fluoride. Some focusing, so they can focus on what's going on. Boom! Big deployment over here. It'll be over to visit you soon, Australia. Big square frying zone out here. Look at this. I've put this on a go. We'll go faster. You can really see the microwave nucleation come through as the hams up the cam, hamming the cam, making it fly, keeping in a certain direction, pulsing, pulsations. We're not talking about a good pulsation. They're picking you a bad vibration, atmospheric perturbation. They're using excitation. Atmospheric perturbation. Bzz, 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 bombation. Bzz, bzz. Chemstralia. Yeah, I got another one come off the top of my head. This is disgusting. It's like a dementor. Expecto Patronus. Everybody get you a bar of chocolate out there. Wines it to ready, folks. Wines it to ready. We have to make a better future than this. And with that said, stay safe. I can't call out exact neighborhoods. It would hurt my feelings too much. I think I gave you a great idea to say stay vigilant. Surf's up through here, especially the big tall guy here. This is your main surfing hotspots. This is really should see OMG. Like, oh my God. Because I'll give you one last look at the weather planned flooding that's going to go on over the next 5 days. Even is bad. This whole swath, and you get double dutched actually because you got more coming. They're all saying it. Variousnesses. And never forget this graphic. Never forget the one I showed you a few days ago that they took down. I'm going to show it again. Oh no, that's my Google Earth. Uh-oh. That'll freeze the screen. Never forget this one. Don't forget this graphic. Don't forget it. Look what they did. This is what they said initially was going to happen. Well, that 10 days ago is over here now. Yep. Notice, we have to pay attention to what's going on. Oh, what do I do? Yeah. I'm going to close this out now. Okay, I don't know what I just did. Hey, watch this. Gonna do something. I'm gonna try to close the restore. Aha. Na-na. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Yeah. I'm gonna do it side by side. Side by side lies. That's all we ever get from the BOM. Lies. Lies. We are rarely told the truth. Lies. Lies. They're breaking my heart. They are breaking my heart when they lie. Absolutely breaking my heart. Look at the lies. 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 They said you're going to flood you out all the way through here. I'm seeing this sweat all the way through here. I am. I'm seeing it. Do you see it? Do you see you've been lied to yet? Do you know what geoengineering is yet? Have you figured it out? That your weather is not only owned, it's paid for on the stock market. Yeah. If you own wheat futures and sugar futures and you get to destroy the crop, boy, is yours worth a lot of money if yours isn't destroyed. They're destroying the sugar up here. They're killing the cattle industry over here. They're flooding out the people over here. They've cut off your infrastructures and roads and are proposing a new world where you own nothing. Why do you own nothing? Because they took it away from you with storms. The storm is coming. Well, here it is. Don't be a twat. Look up and realize real skies are real lies being told to you about the weather. I can't believe they didn't warn you. I'm just disgusted. Big love, peace.